So now I'm with Hugues Delval, who is the CEO of Autocirc. Welcome, Hugues.
Thank you.
Just start by giving us the scope of Autocirc, please.
So Autocirc purpose is about giving new life to cars. And basically we do that by really increasing the level of reuse of parts. And our ambition is to build the leading ecosystem to recycle cars and to reuse parts across Europe.
Okay, all cars? What kind of cars are you targeting?
I would say all cars, but I would say we are probably more focused on total loss vehicles, meaning that the cars which have been redeemed because of accidents. Some of these cars we are collecting are actually relatively new, recent, so from 1 to 10 years old, which means that we can extract a lot of parts which then goes to the workshops to repair other cars.
And is this what makes you different from the other players?
Yeah, I would say yes. Many players are actually very focused on the very end-of-life vehicles, the very old vehicles, which is of course a lot about recycling. We are more focused on the younger, higher quality cars, and then we can extract much more parts so that we reintroduce them and we make it circular.
Okay, and as far as ambitions are concerned, you talk about treating 1 gigawatt hour by 2030, so you must be very optimistic about the development of this market.
Optimistic or realistic, we will see. But I guess that indeed we have. So first we are dealing with a pretty large volume of cars, and then we have actually a leading position in the Nordic countries and Norway specifically, which means that we are collecting already today a number of batteries. And if we compute that with the forecast of how it will increase over the coming years, indeed our best estimate is that by 2030 we will have dealt with 1.3 gigawatt hour of batteries. And, you know, Tesla has been very famous by communicating about their concept of gigafactories, while actually Autocirc will have the equivalent of 1 gigafactories by 2030, which is significant.
It is, but does that depend on the mix of vehicles that come back to you?
Of course, yes. So again, if I take Norway already today 50% of the vehicles which are already electric. So it means that 1 out of 2 cars we are receiving is electric today already, and that's going to increase.
Okay, and this is, I think, different from the other players on the market?
Yeah, again, probably because we are more focused on the total loss vehicles, so we are not waiting the end of the life of the vehicles, which means that we will be impacted by the potential of the batteries and the electric vehicles faster than others. So that's probably what's explaining that, yes.
And you also talk about reuse and remanufacturing before recycling. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So exactly. So again, the first business is to take parts which can be reused as such in repairing cars. But indeed, then you have some of the parts like sometimes engines, turbos, or some other parts which are not functional anymore, but they can be repaired and put back to the state as new. And that's what we are doing. We have what we call remanufacturing units, which takes engines, which takes turbos, and remanufacture them and put them as new. And then they are reintroduced back into the circular value chain.
And at this conference there are people from the entire value chain of the automotive recycling industry. That's important to you, I think.
Yeah, because again, it's probably fair to say that when our ambition is to build a leading ecosystem, and we are clear that we will not do it by ourselves, right? We need partners, we need different stakeholders in order to build this ecosystem, and that's why this meeting is important, because you meet a lot of people who are coming with their own expertise, their own view on the business, and that's a very big enabler for us.
Okay, well, we hope that you will have lots of good contacts at the conference. Thank you, Hugues.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.